So first up is Davy Jones. Davy Jones can win on his 6th turn. We're just going to draw our cards. Davy Jones goes second for 1 extra power. Ursula moves to the shore. She's going to gain 3 power. She's going to end her turn. Davy Jones moves to below deck. He's going to gain 2 power. And he's going to end his turn. Ursula moves to Eric's ship. She gains 1 power. She's going to fate Davy Jones. This is going to play Crew of the Black Pearl. She's going to spend 4 power to play the Trident. This is going to play King Trident. Then she's going to end her turn. Davy Jones moves to the quarters. He's going to gain 3 power and then spend 3 power to play the Flying Dutchman. He's going to play Crew of the Flying Dutchman. He's going to use the Flying Dutchman's effect to gain 1 power. Then he's going to move it to below deck. Then he's going to end his turn. Ursula moves to the shore. She's going to gain 3 power. She's going to spend 3 to play Binding Contract on King Triton. Then she's going to discard 2 cards. This triggers 1 copy of They're Here to put a treasure token. Then she's going to end her turn. Now it's Davy Jones. He's going to move to below deck. He's going to gain 2 power. He's going to spend 1 to play Crew of the Flying Dutchman. He's then going to spend 2 power to play Bootstrap Bill. This reveals the key, discarding his remaining hand. Then he is going to use the Flying Dutchman to use the Vanquish action, using 1 copy of Crew of the Flying Dutchman to vanquish Crew of the Black Pearl and getting the key. Then he's going to end his turn. Ursula moves to Eric's ship. She's going to fate. This is going to pull Elizabeth Swan and put her at below deck. She's then going to discard 2 cards. This is going to trigger another copy of They're Here, putting a treasure token on Elizabeth. Ursula is then going to end her turn. Davy Jones moves to the quarters. He's going to gain 3 power. He's then going to spend 2 power to play Clanker. He's going to move Bootstrap Bill to Elizabeth, revealing her music box. He's then going to use Clanker to vanquish, using Bootstrap Bill. Then he is going to spend 1 power to play Do You Fear Death. And then he's going to keep revealing cards until he reveals Jack Sparrow. The other 2 heroes were used in the previous fate actions. He's going to put a treasure token on Jack Sparrow. Then he's going to end his turn. Ursula's going to go to the shore. She's going to gain 3 power. She's going to spend 2 to play Whirlpool. This is going to move Triton to the shore, defeating him. This is going to trigger 2 copies of I'll Take That as a No, which lets him get 4 cards back from the discard. It's going to take 2 copies of They're Here, 1 copy of Crew of the Flying Dutchman, and Bootstrap Bill. Ursula is then going to play Grow Giant. For 1 power, she's going to use the Fate action. Quickly shuffle the Fate deck. This is going to play Crew of the Black Pearl over to the... She's then going to discard 2 cards. This is going to trigger a copy of They're Here to put a treasure token on Crew of the Black Pearl. And she's going to end her turn. Davy Jones is going to move to below deck. He's going to gain 2 power. He's going to spend 2 to play black spot to reveal the chest. Then he's going to spend 2 power to play Bootstrap Bill to the Shoals. This is going to reveal the heart. He has no power to discard. This is going to buff Crew of the Flying Dutchman enough to defeat Jack Sparrow. So he's going to use the Vanquish action using the Flying Dutchman. And then he's going to end his turn. Now it's Ursula's turn. She's going to move to Eric's ship. She's going to use the Fate action to play Elizabeth Swan over to the Flying Dutchman. And she's going to discard 2 cards. Once again, this is going to trigger their here, putting the final treasure token on her. Ursula is then going to end her turn. This is going to buff Crew of the Black Pearl because of Elizabeth. Davy Jones is going to move to Davy Jones' quarter. He's going to move the Flying Dutchman over the quarters. He's then going to gain 3 power. He's going to spend 2 to play Black Spot, which is going to reveal the compass on Elizabeth. She now has 3 strength. He's going to play Crew of the Flying Dutchman. They get buffed by both Clanker and Bootstrap Bill. They have enough strength to defeat Elizabeth, so he's going to use the Flying Dutchman to perform the Vanquish action. This is going to debuff the Crew of the Black Pearl. Then he's going to use Clanker's Vanquish action to have Bootstrap Bill vanquish the Crew of the Black Pearl, claiming him the final treasure token, winning the game. Next up, we have Tamatoa. Tamatoa can win on his second turn, so we're just going to draw our cards. Tamatoa is going to move to the Lotai. He's going to gain 2 power. He's going to end his turn. Maleficent moves to King Stefan's castle. She's going to Fate. This is going to play Heart of Tafiti and Moana over to Tamatoa's lair. Ending her turn, Tamatoa is going to move to Impossible Cliffs. He's going to gain 2 power. He's going to spend 4 power to play You Look Like Fish Food. This is going to defeat Moana, moving the Heart of Tafiti. And then he's going to play Maui's Hook, Tamatoa's lair, which is going to win him the game.